Hello, 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 everybody. As you can see, I have my little brother, my pain in the butt. I'm just kidding. Chris Johnson's here today. TikTok, you can't see him. Sorry. Tell TikTok to give me a key, and we'll be able to play all on one screen. Anyway, for TikTok, come to my YouTube channel. You can see everything. Marty Degarmo, Onpassive Marty Degarmo. Anyway, uh, pretty exciting stuff going on. I was yesterday. I downloaded the OConnect desktop app, and when I started, it took a minute to kick in, but man, when it did, whoo, doggy, it was so clear. I mean, I could see stuff like it was amazing. Some guy made a mistake and said, not a mistake, but it sounded funny. He goes, wow, this makes the women look pretty. And I'm like, what the freak, man? You better add something to that, like more pretty. Anyway, it was amazing. Sound is amazing. If you play a video, it blows me away. I mean, the videos are so crisp. Anyway, you can get a 14-day free trial if you come in and check it out. Um, we had a lot of talk this week, well, for months, but mainly this week for me because everything added up, right? I mean, we were on this journey and all of a sudden we're there. First product sold, it's like almost a shock to the system. But I couldn't be in a better place. All of us, I'm proud of everybody that stayed on the journey. Wasn't too hard for us. Ash did all the work, spent all the money, hired all the people, paid all their salaries, and we just got to sit back and bask in the sunshine. Did it take 5 years? Yeah. But think about this. If we didn't take the journey and they launched and we saw it for the first time, there wouldn't have been no journey at all. This would be the first day, September 1st. We could buy it. We buy it. We wouldn't even thought about it. I love the idea that I was on the journey. I learned a lot. I learned a lot about people. I learned how to have patience. I learned how to not judge a book by its cover. That's for darn sure. Um, but I made a lot of friends. We got family all over the world, all over the globe. I can't think of a country that we don't know somebody between me and Chris. No, there's no way. And that's pretty cool when I got into this business when I'm 59 in this I'm passive and I'm 63 and I met more people in the last 3 years than I met the first 60. So, and that's a guarantee. That's an absolute guarantee. I want to talk to the people that are watching because I know thousands are joining daily, but I want it to be tens of thousands. Reason is, it's a company that was built with heart, and if if you want to find out the coolest thing about the business, you don't have to take out your credit card. Come in, join free, see what we're talking about. Try OConnect for 14 days, play with it, read sounds, bring the family in, invite your family. This is so much fun for two people as it is for 20,000 or 40,000 or a big company or a family reunion or what. I mean, everything they have, they covered the whole gamut of anything to do video. And it was any other video platform you've been on and you would say, man, I wish this had this or I wish it had that. Oh, Connect does. Flat out. Come check it out for yourself. Um, great information coming from other founders. We have founders that, in their 50s, 60s, went out and got their degrees, 2 degrees. One lady, are you kidding? They were inspired to be the best of themselves. This isn't one of those businesses where you're chasing one of the 2%. Oh, I want to be like him. I want to be like her. No, no, no. Be you, because you can win in Onpassive. That's the beauty of it. I don't want anybody like me, and Chris doesn't want it. No, listen, it's big enough. And because the company said, we want to enhance your life as much as we can, from the very beginning, the thought was, I need to make something that's good for everyone. You know, me and Chris were on Papua New Guinea webinar. Papua New Guinea. I'll say to yourself, what's Papua New Guinea? Well, some of you might know, but this knucklehead, when I first heard, I didn't know what Papua New Guinea. I heard of New Guinea, but I didn't know Papua New Guinea. Anyway, there's a big group there, over 10,000 people, maybe 15,000 at this point. Small country, beautiful, tons and tons of resources from cocoa, gold, trees, lumber, different type of, I mean, just massive amount of resources for such a small country. And it's a paradise. But what happens is in a lot of countries, a lot, big countries come in and take advantage of them or suck out the resources or whatever. And very, very rarely does that prosperity get down to the ground floor, which I mean me and you. And I think, well, I know it's a mistake to think or even believe that whatever country you live in, and look, I'm not here to bash countries, I'm not, but whatever country you live in, I'm going to live in the United States, I have friends all over, to think that your government is going to give you the life that you've always wanted. That is foolishness. Yeah, you might be able to get disability, you might be able to get Social Security, but Social Security means you get to spend if you can retire, you get to spend the remaining of your life struggling. That's not a life. And Onpassive, guess what? It doesn't care if you're 18 or 88, 98. If you can function and things are good, you can come into Onpassive and build a business of any size you want. Everything about Onpassive is unlimited. Everything. The products are unlimited. The amount of money that you could make if you want is unlimited. The love for each other, unlimited. You want to come in a place, you quiet right now, you watching this and go, yeah, I couldn't do what this big mouth guy in New Jersey does. And wait till you hear Chris, you're definitely going to say it. But the point is, it's set up, we've met introverted people, okay? People that sit back in a room, you walk in a room and there's a crowd around that guy or that woman because they're extroverted, they're out, they're talking, they're the hit of the town. But the ones sitting around the room that don't have a lot of people, they're thinking. In the time that they had a voice, Onpassive gives you that voice. And how? It doesn't make you talk, but it makes you feel comfortable in the platform that Onpassive is, because this is a movement. It's not just a company. If it was just a company, I would, how happy could you be? I'm stoked because this is so much more than just a brick and mortar company. So much more. What the company's done for all of us. I mean, they gave us, I believe, going on 5 months before now, free O Connect. Unlimited. Come back, start it up, come back, start it. It had to be millions of dollars. Had to be. Did you know? I'm not going to get the exact price right, but I got to say this. Did you know that one of the platforms, video platforms, for 10,000 attendees, that's how big it is, you can have 100 on the panel, is somewhere around $6,000 a month. I got a news flash for you. This isn't bashing anybody else, but you want a product that's AI driven, 10,000 attendees, 25 on the panel guaranteed more crisp and clear than anything you've ever seen for $125 a month. Damn. I mean, come on, that's not brain surgery. And think about this. Right now, they're running a special. 3 months, $125 a month, $375, and you know what they're going to do? They take 1 month away. So now you're down to $250 for 3 months at 10,000 people that you can invite on. Now, most of us don't know 10,000 people, but the point is that's what they're giving you. And on top of that, which is cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, they give you $10. It's called 10 O coin. It's a symbol of $1 per coin. It makes it easy. Why would they do that? Because we're international. We got almost 200 countries, and you couldn't have shekels, meckles, nickels, and pickles. You have to have one source of a denomination that means something. Each coin is equal to $1 US. They give you $10. So now, for $240 for 3 months, you get OConnect with features that you've never seen on any other platform. Can I say that? Should I be careful? I'm not being careful. That's fact. I've never seen another platform like it. Get in, try it out. In fact, before you even purchase it, because you don't know me, I could be full of crap. Go in and try it for free. It's like a 14-day free trial. And guess what? For coming in, they give you 3 free products. AI. Check them out. But I do want to say a big salute to people that have done what they've done. I've seen people that are scared. You know what I mean? They're not used to talking to people, and they're actually sharing the business. In Onpassive, I want to break the news for anybody watching. Some of the people here are in and they know. You do not have to market in Onpassive. You don't have to be a marketer. You don't have to build a list. You don't have to do any of that nonsense. You're in, you win. And if you share it, invite people on with you on OConnect. Play Trivia Pursuit, whatever. As soon as you share it, they come in, they're in. They don't want OConnect, that's okay. They get 3 free products and 10 O coins in their wallet. Come on. It's crazy not to try it. Anyway, TikTok, thank you very much. Whatever help you can do in TikTok land, I'd appreciate it. Come in and register today, you win. You're right. Lystra just said, come in. Patricia Parents on TikTok. Whoa, ladies. Thank you. Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Chris for a bit. Vocal cords are shutting down. They should, because I talk too much. But Chris is going to hurt you guys. So fasten your seatbelts. Hold on. If you ate lunch, get a bucket. Here's Chris Johnson.
Thank you, Marty Degarmo. And I am a witness. Marty is not full of anything but love, passion, and compassion. He is my brother, and I have a lot of respect for him. And what he's telling you out there is the truth. 32 years online, but that was an assembly line, factory work. About killed me. I made it. I did it. But I tell you what, I got aches and pains you wouldn't believe from years and years of doing that. Now, when we say online today, myself, I never got into anything, make money online. I heard my friends crying about, oh, I don't work, it don't. And then I came into Onpassive and realized, wow, this will work. Not only did I say it will work, it does work because I witnessed it myself. Marty is what he's saying is, which a lot of people don't understand. We're offering these 3 free products plus a free trial at no cost to you, literally. And you get to keep the 3 free products, which is ONet, OTrim, and OMail forever, no matter if you come in or not come in. But I promise you, you're going to come in. What they're offering is unbelievable. It's an unbelievable deal. And I got to pitch myself every single day, realizing what did I get myself into? And I'm very, very thankful that I did get myself into. Now, Marty said a couple words that triggered something in my brain. If Onpassive was a cereal, you know, a breakfast cereal, that's a perfect name for it. Crisp and clear. And when you eat it, it fills you up with energy, joy, love. That's the ingredients. That's the ingredients of Onpassive. So if we ever do have a cereal, that's what it should be called. Crisp and clear. Oh, connect is what we're talking about. I was on the same thing with Marty last night. Unbelievable quality, sound, amazement. And all you got to do is come in and get our free products. You have to have an mail to get on to O Connect, which is the free product. And once you get in, you can play with it. You got 7 days or 14 days to play with it all you want. And I suggest you do it. It costs you nothing. Absolutely nothing. See, Onpassive never said you're going to do it this way. Like the other companies. Oh, you just send me $1,000. Give me another $1,000. I'm going to grow your. No. Onpassive said, come on, check it out. Take it for a test drive. Tell us what you think. It's that simple. That's the honest to God truth. No credit cards being asked for. No PayPal, Cash App. You come in and it's free to check it out. All right. Not many people can say that. Usually they say, oh, try our trial. You get, oh, send us $10 more and we'll give you a little bit more of the trial. We asked for nothing. As that my favorite TV show years ago, nothing. I don't say nothing. Colonel, whatever his name was, Schultz or, but that's the truth. I'm excited because I'm part of something this big. Like I said, 32 years as an auto worker, 130 hours a week, my last 8 years. And I finally said, I can't do this anymore. And I retired at 52 years of age, and I'm happy because the person that got me into this, Peter Shore, I worked with him for years. He was an Onpassive 2 years prior, never said a word to me. Finally, after we retired, he called me up. He said, hey, I got this. I asked all kind of questions like you guys would. I said, I'm in. Let's do this. And I've never been able to shut up about it because it's that great. Now, we did offer our very first paid product on September 1st, 2023, September 1st. I'll never forget that day. But I also want to remind people that today, 9/11 happened. Now, I'm a little different than most people. I don't remember the bad in life. I try to only remember the good. I remember all those lives that were lost on this day, 9/11, 22 years ago, I believe it was. Remember their lives. Don't remember their death. Remember how they lived and keep that memory growing. We had a big earthquake in Morocco the other day, 6 point something on the Richter scale. Horrible. Everything I know in the last 10 years in September have seen a lot of bad things, but I'll never forget September 1st. Never. That's the first day that we came out with the first paid product, Oh Connect. All right. In 3 days, and mind you, in 3 days, I made more, and I can't tell you the number, than I did working 130 hours at Ford Motor Company. And that's straight time and a half, and double time. I made more than Onpassive in 3 days. That's without the artificial intelligence even working. All right. Myself, Marty, thousands of people. All right. Thousands of people who actually, we had the opportunity to build an organization without artificial intelligence. We did it. Now, Marty's been in this coming up 5 years, me 3.5 years, and we worked it. What was our work? We went out and we talked about it to people. We made posts about it. We jumped on these, invited people to these webinars we called, and we talked about Onpassive. We talked about their lives. We got so personal with 1,400,000 people. It's like I know them. I've known them my whole life. And I realized no matter what country you live in, what part of the world you live in, they got the same mindset as we all do. We want better for our family. We want better for this world. All right. I'm a firm believer. I talked about this a little last night. I look at videos, especially on TikTok, because I love TikTok, YouTube. I look for things that's going to inspire me. One of the things was a young child who was sitting in a class, and I know you all saying I shared it, and it was lunchtime, and He's looking at his lunchbox and he sees all the kids eating and opens it up and there's nothing in there. He raises his hand, tell the teacher, can I go use the bathroom? He walks around. He knows he's hungry. He comes back in the classroom and he takes his lunchbox to put it away and he realizes it's heavier. All the kids in the class took parts of their lunch and put it in his lunchbox. All right. Welcome to Onpassive. I myself witnessed this when I used to take my kids to school, of kids, number one, that didn't have a winter jacket as they stood outside. I'll tell you that story some other day. But I also knew parents that couldn't afford to feed their kid, and they had this small lunch program. One of the main things that I'll be focusing on in my neighborhood, in my community, hopefully it carries on, is talking to all the schools, the elementary schools, to make sure that every single kid gets a lunch, gets a breakfast every morning. Also, that every single kid has the right wear in these colder states to come to school. I witnessed this with my own eyes, and I thought, oh my God, we got to do something about that. Onpassive is what's going to do something about that. Each of us in our own way, in our own community, because we're in every single community in the world, can do something like that. Call up your school. Let them know what's happening with Onpassive. Let them know what's happening with Noblesse. But one account where they become a affiliate is going to feed a whole bunch of kids forever. They're going to create their own wealth helping kids. All right. To all you parents that are struggling out there, listen, Marty also talked about Social Security. You know what I call it? I wrote it down. Social struggle. I know when the people that are just get Social Security, by the time do they get to the point where they pay them again, they might have $50 left because they had to pay all their bills with Social Security. Now, is it something? Yeah, it is, but it's not enough. Why would we have 70, 80-year-old people having to struggle? They cannot even buy the medication they need. It's medication, food, rent. That's just not right. Not in 2020, not anytime. We're going to fix that. Look at your community. Look at your community and tell me what you could do to fix things. Every one of you have witnessed things in your community that are wrong. Period. And kids got to come first. Senior citizens and kids should always come first. Go to your senior citizens home. When I was a kid, I used to go visit the churches. The church would take us to the senior citizens home. I was a young kid, just to visit with people that maybe don't get a lot of visitors. Hey man, be a part of that. Make sure that you do this kind of stuff. And if we all just do this in our own community, the world is going to be a better place. It's going to change. Mufareh said this many times. You will see the change. All right. He's saying, guys, all I ask in return is go do good for somebody. Can you imagine helping out 100 schools by them helping themselves, or churches that feed hungry people every day? All right. That's all it takes. Invite your church for the 3 free products. Let them do a Connect in a church service, because guess what? The whole object of church is to get the Lord's word out. Can you imagine if 10,000 people come to your church via the internet because they can't get there? Maybe they don't have a car. Maybe they're struggling. Maybe they're sick, and they can actually watch your church, their church that they've gone to their whole lives, right on the internet and Connect. 10,000 people strong. And that's the start. It's unlimited. Connect. Right now, Connect, I've been waiting so long for Connect because I knew what it was going to do. Connect itself is going to change the world. We have so much more to offer in Onpassive. I mean, so much more to offer in Onpassive. That's only one product. The key is, though, start it up. Start your business. Start your business. Get it going. A lot of you I know are eager to pay. We got some things. Mufareh said, wait, let's make this easier. He's doing some adjustments. And I told Marty, when he gets those adjustments made, oh my God, your phone's going to be going bring, bring now. When AI kicks in for you guys, all you people that say, I didn't get anybody, it's okay. That's what I loved about it. I love telling people, every day. You don't really have to do anything. You can if you want to. And that's exactly what I did. I did something. I know a lot of you did something, and you also found out, wow, this really works. This is not one of those things that you're thinking about. Marty is saying you don't have to believe us, but you can come and try it out. Do I know who you are? I don't, but I want to know who you are. Do I have friends all over the world? I do, through Onpassive. And every one of them have believed in this and stuck with it, and now they're seeing the rewards of it. Okay? Unbelievable company. It's going to give back. I believe in the future, you're going to see less wars because of Onpassive. And when you say why, because there's going to be more wealth created. Governments are going to love us because, boy, are people going to be paying taxes. All right. You're going to build up your community. Say you got 1,000 people in your community that are passive founders. Imagine the taxes you're going to be paying your city. It's going to boom, guys. Governments love us, from not just America, all over the world. And we're in some of the biggest high-tech cities right now, and soon to be in many, many high-tech cities. Right? Three, and it's free right now. 3 products that are free to get in. Our global office in Hyderabad, Singapore, Egypt, Dubai. We own 2 of the highest offices in the world, in the Burj Khalifa. We got a train station with our name written all over it. This is fact, folks. Go check it yourself. You don't have to believe me. You know someone that lives in Dubai? Tell them Onpassive is everywhere. Soon to be in a high-tech city all over the world, and it's going to be an amazing thing. Marty, I'm talking way too much. Back to you, my brother.
Very, very good. You know, another thing I want to add, there's about 450 to 460 trillion dollars in value around the world total. Onpassive isn't going to create wealth, but it's going to distribute it to the less fortunate, to people that were 1%, 2%, whatever. And that to me is spectacular. Something's wrong when 90% of the value of the world goes to the first 1 or 2%. I mean, just something doesn't seem right. And that has gotten worse in the last few years, according to statistics. So if you're looking for a way out, you sit at the kitchen table every month playing that card game called "You Get Paid, You Don't," you get paid, you don't, or you see people doing stuff or going somewhere, and you can't because you can't afford it. Onpassive, for me, and anything I've ever seen, is the only ticket that can change your life. Listen, unless you know another company that was designed from the very beginning, before the first brick was ever laid, before the first building was ever paid for, it was designed from in here, from a gentleman's head. I want to create a business where I can make 1,000,000 Mother Teresa's. And I'll give you a number, and I want you to think about this. Amazon created 40,000 millionaires. God bless them all. But I never heard in the history of Amazon, but that was their goal. How many people could they make millionaires? What do you think is going to happen to a company that started without selling one product in the highest office in the world, name on a landmark train station, companies, offices in Egypt, India, Singapore, Dubai, hundreds and hundreds, thousands, maybe thousands that we don't even know all of it, are in working right now, right this minute, for me and possibly you if you're watching this, if you decided to come check it out. That's amazing to me. That's unheard of. And you know, I've said this before at least 200,000 times. I'll say it again. Uh, Sometimes you need to repeat things. Proven fact. The Bible was written a couple thousand years ago, and it's the same, and yet people go every Sunday. Why? Because you hear it sometimes for the first time. You listen and you actually heard it. Men and women and children have a very limited memory span. But if it's hit at the right time, at the right place, it's buried deep inside. So I do say things over and over and over and over because if one person, one, every live I do says, I'm going to check that out, it was worth it. It was worth it. And anybody that's in and maybe a little anxiety, they're not used to people caring about them, if it brings them one step closer to the center where they get that confidence, it's worth it. And that's what we have every day. Every day, you gather in people as much as you can. Coming a little closer, coming a little closer. And I'm going to get the same thing I said before many times. Amazon here in the United States. In fact, the Amazon truck that delivers goes up and down our road more than any other vehicle there is. That's how much people use it. Huge company. Huge. Why? Because they can get me whatever I want quicker than anybody else. And in today's society, we want something as soon as we think of it. Oh, I see that. Well, I want it when? When can I get it? When can I get it? That's who we are. Kind of selfish in a way, but that's who we are. And Amazon, they deliver about as faster than anybody, right? But the point is, it's a company. It's a transaction. Pay them, they send. And Onpassive, it's a movement. Example, if something, God forbid, happened to Amazon, but right behind it, without skipping a beat, there was another company called ABC company, whatever. And they did the same thing as well. Not even better, but as well as Amazon. Nobody had any tears over it. And Onpassive, because you know you were taken care of, because Onpassive is its brother and sister's keeper, which is very rare nowadays. They feel a passion towards Onpassive. That's why we call it a movement. People can call you crazy. You're in a cult. No, I am freaking crazy. I'm crazy in love with the company I'm in, the CEO that runs it, the idea, the reason it was built. Absolutely. Why would I not be in love with something that gives me a reason why? Two big days. The day you're born and the day you find out why. You realize why. Did you know a lot of people live, they go through their whole life, fortunate enough to live till their 80s, 90s, even 100? And the sad thing, they never lived. Yes, they breathed, they ate, they had children, but that passion, there's something inside all of us locked in, and we're afraid to deliver it. Why? Now, when you're a kid, you could be an astronaut, you could be a fireman, you could be a policeman, you're going to be a doctor, a lawyer, a surgeon, a race car driver, whatever you want. That's how you think as a kid, because that field of dreams is massive. It's thousands of acres. But the field of dream gets smaller and smaller as you get older. It just closes in on you. And you start not looking so far anymore. Man, that's not me. Yeah, that guy did it, but I don't have that much acres anymore. And it gets smaller and smaller and smaller. And Onpassive, it's unlimited. There's no fence. There's no walls, nothing. You want to run, you run. You want to soar, you soar. You want to sail, you sail. I've never seen anything like it. And if that sounds like something that would rock your boat, you should really come check it out. Now, I believe this with all my heart. Yes, I understand it. I understand the wall, and it gets smaller and smaller. You get married, you have kids, your family's growing quicker than your income. Bills are going up. What can I get in a shopping cart? What does a shopping cart full of food cost now compared to 10 years ago, 15 years ago? It's a mortgage, especially in my house, because everything in this house is super large. You know how you get the Big Mac and then you get the super size? Everything in this damn house is super size. I don't know what happens. I don't know if it's the water. We got a Chihuahua. Looks like a Doberman Pinscher. He's huge. African gray looks like a California condor. I'm exaggerating. But anyway, the point is, if you just wonder, there was a movie called This Is As Good As It Gets, with Jack Nicholson, who walks in a room with a bunch of people going to a psychiatrist, and he goes, hey, do you ever think that maybe this is as good as it gets? In your life, many of you that will watch us now, or a year from now, 5 months from now, have in your mind, you're satisfied because this is as good as it gets. And then you built that little cozy fence around you and said, look, could be worse. What kind of freaking life is that? It could be better. Onpassive can give that to you. I believe that with all my heart. I wouldn't say it. Anyway, I want to thank everybody for being here. We had close to 600 people listening to Welcome Back Cotter kids, if you know what I'm talking about. If you're old enough, you know exactly what I'm talking about. And I'm not even
Say I'm
Vinny, I'm not even
Don't
Vinny.
say I'm horse.
Listen, if you want to see Horseshack 2023, you got to come to YouTube. Anyway, no, that means I'm Vinny Barbarino, and I'm not him either. In fact, we were so bad, we're in the back of that class. Anyway, just want to let you know, it's possible for everyone. I'm sure Chris wants to say goodbye to everybody. Then I'm going to shut TikTok down and say a couple of howdies to people. Go ahead, Chris.
I just want to let you know what's happening today, guys. So today at 3 o'clock, first of all, go check out Red and Jane's. They did a live today. And by the way, congratulations to Red and Jane's daughter and new husband. They had a great time this weekend. Thank you for the few pictures you did share. I know that your kids didn't want to make it social, but congratulations to them for both of us. Like I said, prayers to the Moroccans and everyone who did lose people on 9/11. We're still there for you, regardless. We don't ever want that to repeat itself. Today at 3 o'clock will be Julie Wen and Michael Williams. They're going to do their normal, I think it's an hour. I'm not sure what they're talking about today, but pretty cool. 4 o'clock is Comfort Contour. I'm not sure who's going to be on their show. A lot of times Andy and Collins are on there, Andy Burks and Collins Manna. So at 8 o'clock every night, Rob Lynn live, 8 o'clock every night. All this stuff's in the back office. At 9:30 is the O Minnow show, and that's on O Connect, which is really cool. And I'd like to start calling out people to start using more O Connect more. We realize that you can't get to a bigger audience, but play with it. Get used to it. It's a really cool thing. And also 10 o'clock, the belated birthday boy, Engineer Mike's, will be doing his show at 10 o'clock. I believe that's the time. God bless all of you for paying attention. Stay paying attention. I know I got a lot of texts this morning about what's going on. What's going on is everything. Ash Mufareh hasn't taken a break. The tech team have not taken a break. They're constantly working on ways to make it easier and better. So hang on tight. I believe this is going to be a very exciting week, guys. Just my thoughts. That's my opinion. Marty Degarmo, take her away.
Yeah, I want to add to that. My life has always been from a type of discerning, okay? I believe we got big things coming. I feel it. I feel the earth move under my, no, okay. But I no, I can feel it. Also, shout out to Red and Jane for their daughter's birthday. In fact, their daughter impacted my granddaughter's life without a doubt, more than any other human being on the planet, and I'll never forget it. And a prayer for Jane. She has a back issue. The last thing I heard, it's not doing well. Maybe it's a little better, but she could use some prayer. Let me tell you, a hurt back is, man, it's just one of those things you can't function. So, and like I said, um, big things happening. We have an army, a big-hearted army working for all of us daily, every second. And I'll never forget that. I can't be grateful enough, really. Big prayer from Morocco. You see the devastation. You see they got tents up. I'm sure the world's rushing in. Um, but we are our brother's keeper, and we should be. Wouldn't it feel nice, all of you, to be anywhere and you see somebody that needs to be blessed and you can help them without a thought, without a second thought? That person needs something, I'm going to help them. Listen, when we read about money is the root of all evil, you know why. People kill for it, people rob for it, people fight over it, people get divorced over it, everything bad. But wealth in the hands of someone good is good. Someone good is good. I I don't care how much money I had. I think you're looking at what I'm going to look like. But if I can go up, I'm not going to walk into a grocery store gut wrenching, watching some old lady or some old man digging in their purse or wallet when they know there ain't nothing in there but cobwebs. They know they don't have enough when it was added up, and they just don't want to be embarrassed. That will never, ever happen while I'm walking this planet, ever. And I believe, for me personally, if you live a life of being your brother's keeper and you give as much as you can give, I'm going to give you a story. Doesn't matter what the details were. Last Christmas time, me and Chris were blessed enough to be able to give. Okay. Forget what it was, forget what it was about, but we gave. It put chills down my back. I mean, we had so much fun. Now, the crazy thing about this, we were giving something that wasn't really ours, but it was fun. It felt good. Um, and I don't listen. You won't forget what you've done. You'll forget what you made. You'll forget what you bought. You know, none of that matters. Think about this. Do you think Steve Jobs dying of pancreatic cancer? I don't know the details. Doesn't matter. You hear different stuff. Do you think he was thinking if he owned a yacht? Do you think he cared how many houses he had when he's taking his last breath? The farthest thing from his mind was any kind of garbage like that. The farthest. I tell you what goes through people's mind. I've talked to people that are on their last little bit. You know what they talk about? Memories, things they've done with others. Chris talked about 32 years in the automotive industry. Do you know how many birthdays he probably missed? Do you know how many videos he had to watch while everybody in his family was involved but him? And the reason I'm saying that, same for me. If there was a call, I don't care if it was Christmas, you can ask Dawn. I missed Thanksgivings, I missed Christmas, I missed birthdays, vacations. Marty, we got a problem. Boom, I had to go. No matter what it was. We had a pool party. People are over. We just opened up a pool that we moved into the house. I left and they all swam and had a barbecue. I was at work waiting through 180-degree copper solution with acid in it. Fumes blowing all over my face. 128 degrees. But somebody has it worse. I'm not doing this to compare. I'm just saying, whatever 4 seasons we have in our life, wouldn't it be nice to take one of those seasons and to live it to the fullest? Just one season. Some of you are younger. You got a couple seasons left in you. You got a spring and a summer. Some of us, we're into autumn, and we're going to be lucky if we get to see the frost. You know what I mean? So you want to get what you can get as quickly as you can. And if there's hope, get it. Onpassive is hope for people. Anyway, I'm done. I want to say goodbye to everybody. We went almost an hour. Holy cow. Sometimes I feel like I should put the plate around because we both preached a little bit, but that's okay. I'm not apologizing. I am who I am, and I am what I am.
I try. Listen, I want to jump in real quick. You guys know the saying, I owe, off to work I go. Let's change that. How about in a year from now, I owe. Oh, wait a minute. I got a passive. Yeah, baby. Okay,
go.
Marty.
There you go. Hey, see you all. Thank you very much. Let me do a couple shout outs. I ran so long. Chris, you got anybody you want to? You got anybody you want?
No, you didn't. You forgot to put it on my YouTube, so I'm just saying hi to everybody.
Okay. Well,
how do you forget me?
Whoever's on yours is on mine. You know that. So
I know it didn't. It didn't show up. It didn't show up. No big deal. I shared yours.
Roy Calvin, what's happening? Thanks for being there. Life and Nature. Let me say goodbye to TikTok. TikTok, thank you for always being here. I'm trying to get a stream key so I can put us all together in one family. Ladies that are out there from Onpassive, you know who you are. Patricia, Listra, whoever else is out there. Thank you for doing what you're doing. It helps. Anyway, I'll see you all on TikTok. Bye. Tomorrow at noon. And now,
bye, TikTok.
Okay, that's done. Let me do some shout outs. Where we at? What's up? We got Mr. Rasik Makwana. Woo. Motivational. Hello, George. What's happening? Patricia Parrott's here too. Emil Pittier, welcome. Carl Chapman, my man. Doyle Engelbretson is in the house. Connie Modes. Cynthia Deering. We're cooking now. Pretty Hendry, thank you for being here. Dr. Lisa Lee. Beautiful lady. Unbelievable. She lies about her age, but that's okay. She knows what I mean. So this lady looks like she's 30 and she's 59. What? I don't know what's in the water, but whatever I'm drinking is backfiring. Vulcan Goes, what's up, Don? My brother from another mother, Parker. Tulsi Gope. George Luca Kamwa. Mavis Bronny, welcome. Myra Aquino, hello Myra, thanks for being here. Medina S. We have Chandaruska Isiri, Sina, Rotan.
Give up on the name. Jennifer Dickinson, Cynthia Deering, Cynthia Downtown Brown, Keyshawn, Kathy Knight, Don Parker, Sashi Perez, Bridget Nakamsi. What's happening? Let me help you, Marty. I'll give you the easy names. Rajandra. All right, go ahead. I got the easy ones.
All right. That was Dawn dropping the basket at close. What's wrong? Oh. M. Kylie, what's up? You'd think maybe she missed me with the shotgun, but no. Gifty's in the house. Hello, Gifty. Daniel Sani. Daniel, how you doing, buddy? Excellent, Chris. Well done. You're PNG. Oh, somebody just gave me. Oh, Tina Go. Thank you for the super sticker. Oh, I forgot to check that. I'm sorry. Oh, we have Michael Morris. Thanks for the super sticker. Guyana RB. Thank you for the super sticker. And again, Tina, thank you. Oh, live chat. Let
You
me
didn't
go
do
down.
Casey.
Casey
Casey.
Zebenbergen. Jerry Nix, what's up? Nixon Mamba, welcome. Roy Calvin in the house. Paul Little. Shirley Dotson. Life in Nature. I want to make sure I. Rob Lynn. Lynn Nakamoto, thank you for being here. Oh, by the way, 4 o'clock, I believe Comfort's on. 8 o'clock, I believe Rob Lynn Live. They're always on. 9:30 is Minnow.
Oh, Minnow.
So we're cooking. All right. There's something for everybody.
You're losing it, Marty.
Huh?
I think you're losing it, Marty. And you're losing it.
Yeah, I've talked too much. What the frick? Nixon, David. David
say
Switzer.
Lystra?
Who the heck is David Switzer? I'm just kidding.
Who's David Switzer? Huh? I don't know who that is. Who's that?
Charity Manigault, thank you. Lori Lunn. She wants a Clydesdale, and she ain't talking about Chris. Big John White, not so big anymore. I heard you're doing good, fantastic. John, I switched over to carnivore diet.
We're eating the heck out of the meat.
I love it. I love it, love it, love it. Feel even better than I did. Tabassum, Elizabeth McPhee. Wow. Anyway, I'm going to let you all go. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you all probably later. If not, I'll see you tomorrow at noon. Expect big things. Have your eyes open. We're an Onpassive. Always expect big things. I had to shut that off. That's Stan Street calling me. Obviously, he's not watching my live. Anyway,